Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you are doing very well. Welcome to our math class today. So today we will start chapter 12. I know we skipped some chapters, but in according to our yearly plan right now, I'll focus on chapter 12 first. So what we will learn? We will learn how to describe plane shapes. And during this class time, we will cover page 505 and 506. So if you are ready for the class, please open page 505 first. Okay, let's read the example together. It says a plane shape is a shape on a flat surface. Describe this plane shape using math words. For example, point. Point is an exact position or location. Check it, it's an exact position. What about line? Line is a straight path, continuous in both directions, and it does not end. This arrow shows this. What about endpoints? These points that are used to show segments of lines. And line segment is also straight, is part of a line, has two endpoints, and ray is also straight. There is only one endpoint and the other one goes until forever. It's continuous in one side. So right now let's check my shape. For example, the size of the plane shape are the size of the plane shape. What you can see here, line, line segment, ray, which one is? It will be line segments, right? Because it has two endpoints. The next sentence say the line segments meet only at their. They meet where? Check it. They meet their endpoints, right? So these points represent their endpoints because they are line segments, and line segments has two endpoints. So they meet only at their endpoints. What about this? The plane shape has how many line segments? Check it. How many line segments? Count it first. Good job. 5 line segments, right? First one is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 line segments in this plane shape. Let's check the other page. Right now we will check closed shapes and open shapes. What about this? If a shape starts from this point and it ends at the same point, we will say it closed shape. But for example, start and end point, it was different. So in this situation, it will be open shapes. Let's check shape 1. So start point here. How can I check it's closed or open shape? First of all, I need to track the lines. I start from here. First line, second, third, and fourth. So I start and I end at the same point. In this situation, it will be closed shape, right? So shape 1 is an example of a closed shape because it's finish and its end at the same point. What about shape 2? It starts from this point. Let's start from here. How can I check it's closed or open shape? I need to track the line segment. 1, 2, and 3. So start and end point, they are different. If they are different, in this situation, shape 2 will be open shapes. Good. What about next shape? Shape 3. So right now I need to start from a point. Start point here. Right now I need to track the line segments. Okay, let's check. 1 and 2. So I start and end at the same point. In this situation, it will be closed or open. Which one is? Closed shape. Good job. What about our next shape? So in our next shape, I need to start from a point. You can decide it. Let's check from here. We start from this point. How can I check it's closed or open shape? I need to track, right? Let's track. Okay, I'm tracking now and I start and end at the same point. In this situation, it will be an example of a closed shapes. Okay, what about shape 5? Right now, I'll start and end, and I know start and end points, they are different. In this situation, shape 5 is an example of an open shapes. What about shape 6? It starts and at the same point. So if it is common point, I know shape 6 is an example of a closed shapes. Good job. What about shape 7? Start and end points, they are different when I track the line segments. So if they are different, I know it is an example of an open shapes. Good job. What about shape 8? It starts from this point and it's end in another point. Start and end point, if they are different from each other, I know it's an example of an open shapes. Okay, now let's check your book. Open page 505. Let's check what does it mean a plane shape. A plane shape is a shape on a flat surface, like you see in this picture. What about point? We already give the meaning for these words. So point is an exact position or location. So you can make a point by using your pencil. What about line? Line is a straight path and it continues at both sides. This arrow represents it goes until forever. It doesn't end. What about end points? These points that are used to show segments of lines, so they don't goes until forever, they stop. So these points represent end points. Line segment is also straight, and I know line segment is the part of a line, so it has two end points. What about ray? Ray is also straight and ray is also the part of a line. Ray has a one end point and it continues in one direction. One direction goes until forever, but the other point is an end point. Good job. Okay, let's check the example. It says some plane shapes are made by connecting line segments at their end points, like you see in this picture. One example is a square. Describe a square by using math words. Let's use it. A square has how many line segments? Can you see here? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each side represents a line segment. So I know a square has 4 line segments. The line segments meet only at their, they meet where? They represent what? So at their end points. Good job, because I know each line segment has 2 end points, and if I want to meet them, they will only meet at their end points. Good. Okay, right now turn on the page. Open page 506. It says plane shapes have length and width but no thickness. So they are also called two-dimensional shapes. Length and width, like square. So we can describe them by using a closed shape or open shape. First of all, we will focus on closed shape. So let's check what does it mean a closed shape. A closed shape starts and ends at the same point. Remember the beginning of this lesson. We already gave some example for closed shape and open shape. What we did, if I start from this point, I'll track the line, and if I go, for example, I'm tracking now, and if it's finished at the same point, it means it is a closed shape. For example, for a square, I start from this point. Let's check 1, 2, 3, 4. So I track the line segment and I start and I finish at the same point. In this situation, I know it is an example for closed shape. Right now, please draw some example for closed shape. For example, you can draw like this because I start and I finish at the same point. So it is an example for a closed shape. Or this one. Or this. Check. I start from this point. Let's track and I'll finish at the same point. It is an example of a closed shape. It's also same. I start from here and When I finish, I came to the same point. It means it is an example of a closed shape. Also this one, this. So you can draw more example for closed shape. For example, let's check the arrow. I'll start from this point and I'll track the line segment. Okay, so let's track it together. For example, I follow it and I came to the same point. I start and finish at the same point. It means it is an example of a closed shape. Okay, let's check open shape. An open shape does not start and end at the same point. For example, for this one, I'll start from here and if I follow this, I'll finish in another point. So start and end points, they are different. For this one, also start and end points different. For all examples given in this part, they start and finish in different points. I'll start from here and when I track the line segments, I'll finish in different point. So it means start and end points, they are different. If they are different, so it is an example of an open shape. Right now, let's draw some examples for open shapes. For example, this line. I'll start from here and I'll track the line segment. When I track the line segment, I know my end point is different from my start point. So if they are different, it is an example of a open shape. For all of them, for this example, shows an open shapes. Good job. Okay, let's read the question now. Is the plane shape at the right a closed shape or an open shape? Explain how you know. Okay, let's check the shape first. It is a plane shape. So, right now it's closed or open shape. Okay, how can I check it? I need to start from a point. Let's start from here and I'll track the line segment. So, I start from here and its end point is also here. It means my end point and my start point same point. So, it means it is an example of a closed shape. Right? Good job. Thank you so much.